Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we are looking at Rewan's Odd Priest. Got this list from over on Hearthstone, decided to take a look at it because it does look nice and spicy. If you have not seen Odd Priest before, it focuses on playing Buck with a Moon Eater. So if all of our cards in our deck are odd, it upgrades our hero power. The upgraded priest hero power heals for 4, which is huge. We're generally, if we're healing ourselves, that's a pretty massive difference, can help us survive to the late game. Or if we're healing our minions, it usually heals them to full. So I think that's kind of what Rewan was thinking here, just including a bunch of really big toughness minions, trying to keep them on board, keep them around for a while, and then outvalue our opponent. In maybe the not super late game, but maybe like the late mid to early late game, that kind of area. So we'll go through some of the card choices. The first thing that I want to look at is that there's a lot of one-ofs in this list, a curiously high number. We've got a one-of Inner Fire here, which I guess could be kind of useful in some situations. They might not expect it. We've got a one-of Acolyte of Pain, so I guess they wanted card draw, but not too much card draw. We've got a one of Phantom Militia, which I actually respect. I can get behind this card. I am kind of curious as to why there's not a second one in here. Shadow of Death is a good one of. Interesting to note that we don't have Shadow Visions in this list, so we can't exactly find it. So once we've played it, that's it. We only get one. The Highlander, Shadow of Death. Got a Singleton Stonehill Defender. Once again, another card that I'm wondering why there's not a second in here. A single Stone Hun Basilisk, and I have absolutely zero idea what this card is doing in here. I'm bewildered, but hopefully it does well because I love being proven wrong. One of Unidentified Elixir. Once again, not sure why there's only one in here. It feels like something you either want to commit to 2 of, or not play any. But I think Unidentified Elixir with all these kind of chunky 3-drops could be pretty useful. We've got one Glittermoth. Once again, this is one of the cards that's a reason to play Odd Priest. So it's really weird that there's only one in here, and having the second one would make the Inner Fire so much better. What else have we got in here? Just the Bark at the end. So the rest of the deck is a lot of fantastic priest cards in general. Got the Northshire Clerics and the Power Word Shields. Psionic Probe. I actually really like this card. I think it's another thing to do with your mana early on, and could potentially give us some spicy ones, or it could give us nothing. Could give us, like, I don't know, we could be playing a Zulok, they've already drawn both their Soulfires and we just die. But still, I can get behind Psionic Probe. I actually really like it, so I'm happy to really interested to see how this one goes. Fungal Enchanter seems a bit weird. Feels like we already have enough healing, and this spot could be a second Phantom Militia and a second Stonehill Defender. We've got 2 Tar Creepers, which is going to be great at bogging down that early game, and we can actually start bashing in and healing with our hero power. Gurubashi Berserker, not a card we've played with a lot, and especially not in Priest. We occasionally saw this card in like old versions of like Mage, or maybe some decks with Wild Pyromancer, as ways to trigger it multiple times and then bash in for a huge amount. I guess here it's kind of trying to be a very fair minion, where I guess we're going to try and trade a bunch and then heal it up. So we'll see how that plan goes. Also interesting to note there's no, what's his name in here? Injured Blade Master, which seems like a real slam dunk in this kind of deck. Anyway, 2 Holy Novas is pretty cool. I like it, giving us access to a board clear because we don't have access to Duskbreaker. Holy Water is a card we played with before and we weren't terribly impressed with. I kind of would rather have more Shadow Word Deaths or Shadow Word Pains or something like that. Apple Bombs is good, and I think the Nightscale Matriarch is one of the more powerful cards in this deck. So hopefully we can resolve this, get some heals off, summon some whelps, and use those to kind of grind our opponent out. Other than that, the only card that I'd love to see in here would be like Elise the Trailblazer or something like that. So what we'll keep an eye out for is just a lot of these 3-drops, how we can kind of adjust and change which ones overperform, which ones underperform, and how good these like Holy Waters are. But we'll jump into some games and see how we go.
versus Gul'dan.
Alright.
Your soul shall
the
be
warlock.
mine.
The light shall bring victory.
So I think we'll keep this psionic probe as we kind of mentioned as a thing to do on turn 1. I don't want to keep elixir just because of the danger that we don't draw any minions. And that's the same reason we wouldn't keep powered shield. And I'd keep a powered shield over an elixir. So yeah, we'll send this back. Odd Priest looks interesting, budget-ish. Yeah, I mean, you know, Baku is a great craft. I think that if someone followed the kind of logic of, like, you know, crafting the main neutral legendaries, like Baku and Gan and Keleseth, Leroy and stuff, then this would probably be a deck that's within their price range. Though I always kind of dislike recommending like a deck like this in a way just because it doesn't look like it's terribly well figured out with all those 1-drops. There's the Soulfire, so we know they don't have 2 Soulfires in hand. Like I would recommend a deck like this if it was, you know, if it was figured out. We can holy water this Keleseth and we have no 2-drops in our deck. That's pretty spicy. Hopefully they don't kill this Keleseth. Hopefully we don't kill this Keleseth. Maybe that's the tech. Maybe that's why the Holy Waters were in here. Just for opposing Keleseths. But yeah, like I would never recommend someone to craft like 2 Holy Waters. Like, save your dust. Same thing with cards like Glitter Moth. Like, put it in the deck if you have it. But
so many possibilities.
Don't spend 400 dust on a Glitter Moth. Oh, good. Now we have a thing to do. Come on. Oh, just let me rip. Oh, I just want to holy water that that Keleseth so bad. I got 2 Voodoo Dolls in 15 packs. Nice. Voodoo Doll's a good one to have, especially with that new priest card. The one that makes all your Death Rattle minions cost 3 less and they die at the end of the turn.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Please don't discard my holy water. That's a pretty bad discard as well. Now we have options. We can holy water the Chain Gang or the Keleseth. Please don't trade the Keleseth.
Mushroom power.
Okay, well now we got the Chain Gang, I guess. What do we play? The Apple Bomb. Doing the Chain Gang, so now this lets us play that. Next turn we can Chain Gang heal. Better craft Jaina. Yeah. Like, why craft a Glitter Moth, 2 Holy Waters, and a bunch of other rares and epics when you can craft Jaina? No, all I wanted to do was Holy Water a Keleseth.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
We really got to hit a Holy Nova pretty soon, hey? Our opponent still has so many cards in hand. If they don't have like Doomguard or Leroy here, can we get away with playing Gurubashi Berserker? 2, 2, 5, 7, 10, 13. No way.
Your magic shall not save me. You have best.
So, unfortunate there that is we didn't really have the we didn't have a lot of proactive plays early on. You know, maybe this is a deck where we want to have like Diamol or something, or Firefly in at the 1-drop slot as well, just to give us more early plays, more pieces to help trade into our opponent's minions.
Anduin versus
Same person. Okay, let's see if we can
Soul shall be mine.
The light shall bring
get a bit of a
victory.
better draw. I might send this Acolyte of Pain back. Just try and find more of our like Stonehill Defender, Tar Creeper 3-drops. Fungal Enchanter's okay. Unless our opponent has Light Warden. And then it's not so okay. Like, this matchup's definitely probably not going to be good for us regardless, but I think we can definitely tweak the list to have a lot more game against these aggressive decks.
None will survive.
Oh, well, give us a Soulfire, hey?
Job done.
Now, the question is if they play Flame Imp, are we going to Soulfire it? I think we're going to Soulfire this Light Warden. Just because that card's going to wreck us if we leave it on the board. Like, they bash us for 1, then whenever we play the Fungal Enchanter, we buff their thing. I wonder if Mech Hunter will be good. I mean, that Spider Bot's really good. Like, really, really good. Like, that card probably makes it just into regular Death Rattle Hunter. Oh, do we get to resolve a Glittermoth on this board? It'd be pretty sick. The 10 toughness Tar Creeper. No.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
It's playtime.
No! Don't Soulfire this. How rude. They have the Fungalmancer here. I think we just got curved out on. These Tar Creepers are really good in Zulok.
Mushroom power!
Yep. There he is. What are they thinking? They want to go face? Do they want to trade in? Who do they want to trade in? David Hasselhock, Mr. Wave, that is me. How you doing? How's your stream? What you been playing? We're playing this Odd Priest, and it's not going too well for us. We've been matched up against the same player twice. And they thoroughly dominating us. Feels like this list hasn't exactly been tooled to beat these kinds of lists. Playing fun decks like Egg Hunter and Recruit Hunter. Yeah, I've been meaning to play a bit more Egg Hunter. I think that list is that archetype is really quite legit. What is this?
Someone called the doctor.
So awkward. Like, even if they just ignore this, this is 12 damage. And then we only get to trade into one thing. So what's our best draw? Probably Stonehill Defender?
Unleash me!
No. Get poisoned. Phantom Militia.
Is someone injured?
Our witch shall never end. Job's done.
Alright. Hopefully our opponent has nothing. Best play. Opponent had lethal on board. I could trade into, but I would not win losing all my minions. I'd build a beast and get bloat bat with poison. And let me tell you, great target for play dead. Ah, that's sick. That's sick. Playing Rexar in like wild or in like dungeon run and stuff, where you have access to the whole wild card pool. Like every single time you build a beast, you want to get is it Dreadscale and Poisonous? Dreadscale is the one that like it's like the Dreadlord, except it hits all minions at the end of the turn. Alright, show me the big old draw. Come on. Holy water. Okay, well we have to do this now, just to say that we've done it.
You have best.
Yes. Take that. Use a defined victory condition.
The light shall bring
Okay.
victory.
So, We're here against the rogue. I think we'll keep this psionic probe. Maybe? I guess there's a lot of really bad spells that we can hit, but we'll keep it as something to do on turn 1. And we'll try and find a better 3-drop than that guy. He's more of a 6-drop anyway. So we've got the North Shire Cleric. See if it's odd. No, we're odd. Are you odd too? Yes. So odd has a
Is someone injured?
much smaller selection of spells. Yeah, they might have like a singleton Fan of Knives or something like that. Deadly
Right
Poison,
away.
which is a brick. Is there a way for us to get a weapon?
Right away.
Never end.
Is there a way for us to get a weapon? If anyone in chat can figure out a way for us to get a weapon, I think we have to like holy water a blink fox and then play a blink fox and get a dagger or something like that. Nord.
OMG, it's Tommy Waves.
Oh my gosh, terrible pun. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Right
We're
away.
getting pretty overwhelmed here. Not the greatest selection of options available to us. And hitting that deadly poison off the psionic probe is definitely no bueno. It should be in your Discord. Throw up a link
The
to the
light
Discord.
protects
I gotta get in there.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Vomit that link. Alright. Let's not get Vilespine.
Rot into my core.
Hope you're doing very well, Nord. What have you been up to? Ah, the Tech Plague Scientist. Which is definitely going to wreck our Gurubashi Berserker. I guess we should have played this. Just let them trade into it. Because this they might be tempted to like dagger up and trade it too. No? Okay, cool.
Mushroom power!
Ugh. Yeah, I think even if we get like a Holy Nova here, we're still too far behind.
You have best.
So, I don't know. I won't say it was an unfortunate loss, because I think it really speaks to some of the issues that the deck has. Just not a lot of early game action to compete on board, and a lot of very like clunky answers that don't have a lot of tempo in them. So I think if we were going to fix a lot of these issues, got to look at getting some more consistency in here. Death is fine. Get the Stone Temp Basilisk out. Get this unidentified elixir out. Let's try something different here. Maybe not even the apple bombs. So first, let's take a look at some 1-drops that we can potentially play, just to try and compete on board a little bit. I think we'll go with Firefly just to give us a play on turn 1, and it's fine if we draw it on turn 2 because we can, have something to do. Because that's one of the issues, is because our hero power is reactive. We got to try and, it's good to have something to do on turn 2. So maybe this is fine. We could even look at including some like Holy Smites as a way to do some stuff early. Let's see what options we have for draw. Yeah, we'll chuck the other acolyte in there. The other thing that we want to do is bump up these phantom militias. Get these injured blade masters in here. Phantom militia, though we'll think of this more of like a 6-drop. And we'll get the other Stonehill in here. So a lot of 3-drops, but I think that's fine because a lot of our players are going to be on 3 anyway. We want to get the other Glitter Moth in here. Get on at least the Trailblazer. Give us. We'll rely on something like that for our late game. Where's the Glitter Moth? FG. Oh, it's a Priest Guard, of course. Get the other Glitter Moth in here. And that's kind of where I would start in terms of like late game. Like I think the Nightscale Matriarch and the like Elisa Trailblazer should be good enough. Any other cards that y'all can think of that you'd want to see in this kind of build? But I think just having more ways to compete on board is definitely a good start. You could even include like Diamols or something in here. I think if you went deeper on that, then cards like Unidentified Elixir get a bit better. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. If you are watching this video on YouTube, all the links are down in the description, including a link to the Hearthstone deck article. If you do have some thoughts on this kind of deck, please go over there, give the deck a thumbs up, and also leave a nice, thoughtful comment. Thoughtful comments, that's what we're about. Also down below is a link to all my social media if you want to get in contact with me. Best place to do that on is Twitter at Tommy_Wave. I've also got a link down there to my HS Replays link, my referral link. If you want to get some of the best stats in the game, you want to get that HS Replay Premium, you can use my code and it really helps me out. Until next time though, do please remember to have a great day and stay wavy.